If there's one word I want you to think about throughout this video, is legacy. Your legacy. Oftentimes when we hear the word legacy, we associate it with very, powerful people or celebrities or very notable influential figures, whether in the past or future. But the fact of the matter is, we're all leaving a legacy. Whether we want to accept that or not, every single human being on this planet that is alive right now, when they pass away, they leave a legacy. And we're in control, mostly, of what that legacy is. And that's why I want to encourage all of you watching this right now to start documenting your life. And the reason that it's so important and beneficial to you is it provides a physical place that you know will outlive yourself. That is an indicator of the person you were, all provided in one place in the most intimate and personal way possible through your writing. One way to do this is being present. It's pretty hard to actually hunker down and focus on the today, focus on the now, in the moment. And it's actually often said to live in the now, be present. But no one actually acknowledges how hard that truly is, especially through writing. But if you at least practice it, and I'm not saying you're ever going to perfect it, I know I'm not, but if you practice capturing those moments, those life's most complex, confusing, complicated feelings, emotions, ideas, or even experiences, that's incredibly important to get down onto paper. And the reason is because if you capture only, let's say, the positive parts of your life, there is nothing more different than capturing only the positive parts of your life in your journal than a social media post on Instagram or something like that. There truly isn't. Growth in life is not a linear process of positivity. There are ups and downs. There are constant setbacks. There is no way of avoiding that, and anybody who says they don't experience that is simply lying to you in your face. But the reason I personally prefer doing that by writing is because you are capturing something that nobody else can gather, because it's coming directly through your own mind. Yes, there are people who can communicate verbally extremely well, but even those people, I am sure they can get more out onto paper than what they can verbally. Because if we are present when we write and document, we also are, without even realizing it, becoming more aware of being present in general in life. And I think that's even, could be argued to be more important than writing presently, but being present in your day-to-day life, whether it's your relationships, being aware of your health right now, rather than what you want your health to be or what your health was in the past. Like I said, it's a natural desire to want to focus on one or the other, rather than right now. What can we do right now? The reason it is so important to not just live in the present, but write in the present, is because when you're documenting it, you're providing that exact state of being, of who you are in that moment. And you're making it permanent. You're leaving that in history, in that moment. Your raw feelings. In my opinion, I don't think it's beneficial to leave a bullet list of, say, like a diary, of every activity, everything you do, especially if it means nothing to you. I'm talking about finding a way, or at least practicing, capturing what is on your mind right now. There's a reason whatever you are thinking about, whether it's right now or on a daily basis, capturing that, even if it's totally obscure and doesn't make any sense to anybody else but you. Your words and the tone and emotion you write with, that is what you're really capturing when you document your life and being present. I can tell you right now, when I started journaling 4 years ago, I don't often read my journals from the past. And there's nothing wrong with if you do. It's just something I personally don't do very often. But I can tell you right now, I am not the same person that I was 4 years ago, and that's for the better. And I started journaling 4 years ago, and my life ever since has really taken a 180-degree turn, and I don't think that's a coincidence. Because doing so, I have practiced living in the moment, processing feelings, frustrations, positive moments in the present. Living in the present has more positives than I think most people say or give credit to, but it's also essential in keeping an accurate documentation of your life. Nothing offers a more personal, in-depth, intimate indicator than the pages you write, than the words you write that come straight from you yourself. Because nobody experiences your life. Nobody experiences your thoughts. You are the only person in this universe who can communicate that to the world. And that's how you leave your footprint, through your writing. You don't have to be a professional writer. I for sure am not a professional writer. I'm not a professional communicator. I'm a complete amateur. I'm just extremely passionate about it because I think we all deserve to leave a legacy that we can show. If someone does stumble upon it, it doesn't even have to be found by anybody. It's not about fame, but it's about leaving a legacy that you know you're proud of. And there's documentation, and it's a physical indicator of who you are as a person, everything you overcame, everything you went through in your life. You're leaving that there. It is outliving you. It's an indicator that I am proud of who I am, who I was. I want to leave a record of myself that accurately represents my mind, accurately represents my feelings and thoughts, because I feel like it's validated. And so are yours. And one simple way that you can start doing this today, even if you hate writing, I totally understand. Just start jotting things down. Start jotting things down that you think are funny. Start jotting things down that were just on your mind that day. Again, it can be something, at least in the moment, you think is totally unimportant. Overall, I'm plain and simple fascinated and very passionate of the idea of leaving behind documentation of who I am, acknowledging that growth, capturing that growth, providing a place that I can show my life. The incredible, weird, awkward, miserable, amazing journey that life is. I have it captured down on these pages. My life matters. My story matters. Your life and story matters just as much. You owe it to yourself to leave that documentation. You owe it to yourself to leave your legacy. Leave a physical indicator of who you are and be proud of it. Your story matters. Take the opportunity and see for yourself the impact writing could make on your life journey. I want to thank you so much for watching the video today, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Later.